Hi, my name is Jaiprashant Mohanram and you are watching Car Talk. So today I'm at JW Marriott with my colleague Neeraj for this one here. This is the KIA Syros, Kia's latest car, 7th car for the Indian market. This basically slots in between the Sonet and the Seltos in terms of positioning. This is basically a condensed version of the EV9, a very butch looking car. Kia's never done anything like this before for this segment. This is basically larger than the Sonet, meant to be like that, and a very butch styled car. So now let's look at the styling. These are vertically stacked headlamps. This is the first time Kia is doing this for India, apart from the EV9. And you also have this vertical DRL. The whole point is they want to emphasize height. That's why you have this vertical stack. High beam, low beam, cornering and fog lamp, I guess. So basically, and you also have matte finish, bumper insert. This is the bumper itself and a high set bonnet. A snub nose. So as you can see this, it's a snub nosed car. It's meant to emphasize SUV from every angle. Now let me show you the profile of this car. So now moving on to the side of the car, the whole SUV look continues here as well. You have these squared out wheel arches, again with matte cladding all around. There's a little bit of satin to relieve the monotony, but overall you can see this. This is a tall car, 1680mm, which is about 40mm more than both the Seltos and the Sonet. So another cool feature, flush type door handles. I'm not sure how functional they are, but Kia has chosen to offer this. Again, first for this segment. So this is basically the overall look. For me, I think it looks like a Skoda Yeti. That's basically how it looks from the profile. Now let's go to the rear and see what this baby has to offer. Compared to the rear of the car, what you'll notice are these things. These are LED DRLs. They're not your tail lamps. Your tail lamps sit here on the bumper. Again, a very butch looking car, very unique looking, very squarish, very SUV-like. So this is basically how the Kia Syros looks like from the rear. Now let's go into the car and see what this has to offer. The interiors of this car are just as funky as the exteriors. There's a lot of grey here, some piano grey here. There's some textured finish, some grey here, some beige here. So overall, there's a lot of textures, a lot of colors. Basically, it comes together well, but there is an element of funkiness. There are some orange bits here. So the idea is to create a very youthful looking SUV. I think Kia has managed to do a good job. Plenty of storage units. You can keep bottles here. I think 2 bottles is what they said, and a small umbrella. And there are some cup holders here as well. You've got a reasonably capacious glow box here under your it's an armrest basically. So the seats themselves, they're not powered seats, but you get ventilation for all 4 seats. So that is another big positive. There's a massive 30-inch display here. Just look at this. This is a massive display. Overall, it's a well-appointed interior. The steering gets adjusted for tilt, but there's no telescopic here. So this is basically the front seat. Overall, I think it's more spacious than the Sonet. That's what I feel after sitting in this particular car. Again, the gear shifter, which basically it's almost like an airline gear shifter, but lot of funky elements in the car from the front. Now, let me show you the rear seat. So the rear is where the car really shines. So I'm sitting in the rear seat of the Kia Syros. What really strikes you in this car is look at the amount of headroom you have. Plenty of headroom. And you have this panoramic sunroof, which basically lets in a lot of light. So it's a very airy interior, beige, panoramic, plus so much headroom. So this is basically where Kia's nailed it, and they want to position this as a much larger car compared to the Sonet, and I think they've done a good job. Even though the front seat is pushed completely back, there is plenty of room here. They've scooped up the seats, so more than enough leg room. I'm basically about 5'7", a pretty comfortable place. And here is the party trick. They have ventilation. They have ventilation for the rear seat as well. This is something that's unseen of in this segment or even higher segments. Basically, Kia says that this is a sub 4 meter SUV that offers space of a mid-size SUV, like say the Seltos. So here's another party trick. So see, this basically you can move front and rear. Okay, this has got fore and aft adjustment. Again, legroom can be adjusted. Even the boot space can be adjusted because you can vary it. It's got a 60-40 split. The other party trick, of course, is it's got that recline. So I can recline here. So overall, Kia has done a fair job. This is basically positioned as a very clever, spacious SUV. So that's the rear for you. Plenty of space. I think 3 people can easily fit. It's a wide car here. This is the boot. You've got a 60-40 split seat. So obviously, this is quite versatile. The loading lip looks a little bit high. but that's basically you have to compromise because there's a large bumper, the SUV style, the height, etc. But plenty of space here in the boot as well. So this is basically the Kia Syros for you, a very butch looking SUV from Kia Motors. 7th product, fantastic product. It looks quite butch. Plenty of features. You have level 2 ADAS. You've got Skoda Yeti inspired looks. There's nothing like this in this segment. Pricing will be out very soon. Bookings begin from the 3rd of January. Deliveries begin in February. We'll have pricing soon. As we said before, it will be positioned between the Sonet and the Seltos. I think Kia Motors has offered something really unique here. If you like this video, you know what to do. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.